Hey there, Aries, and welcome to your reading with me, Melissa Joy. I have a feeling this is also for the entire collective because there's a lot going on surrounding Chiron. Chiron is in your sign right now for about maybe around 5.5, 6 more years. And it's in the house of self, waking up and discovering yourself and who you really are. It could also be uncovering betrayal and where you were sold out against your rights, like slavery and such like that. Now, don't be triggered by the word. It can mean any cycle or system that you have not been able to break out of, regardless of your attempts or your efforts, having to put others so far before you that you almost can't even get to yourself. So you've been living off of scraps, waxing, waning, dribbling, dibbling out. And that's what we're going to do. Is a little bit of fire. It's like we got to put the clearing on this one. All right, I invite y'all in to take a look at what is really going on and how do we step in. Okay, let's get this thing going. All right, everybody, let's get our minds clear, get our hearts prepared, and let's get ready to get a move on. So let's cleanse and clear all that slavery out, all that being last, the least, the loss, the waning, the dissipating, the things draining on out. We're letting your money come in to be recovered, your soul to be recovered, your familial relationships for some, and your personal relationships for others, business as well. Thank you for cleansing and clearing that space. Let's go ahead and get that to ease off there. So, as you can see, there's a bit of a format already sitting down here, and you're making the steps to proceed forward. I love it. And it's starting with the charge and the call of victory. Now, these are like the template in the background card that let me know everyone's stepping into their abundance and prosperity. But there were things to overcome, to step over, to come out of. There's been a hold on your prosperity coming from generational karma, curses, lineage, maybe even not knowing. Like, how could you change and alter if you didn't know? They're trying to restore you to your nature so that you won't be stuck on the outs, feeling caught in between two worlds, paying the double price, and also having a grand disappointment. So we can tell the pressure has been on, but also let's just go ahead and call this the spotlight. Let's call in Leo energy, for we are the whole zodiac. We're calling in the illumination of the sun, and this is Renth. We'll have our master cards up here, turning back the hands of time for us, giving us that clarity to be able to pick up where we left off. You know, not missing out, not shortchanging, not rerouting, anything like that. It's like being able to catch up with yourself from the inside. And you're like, I like the sound of that. Look at this, perfect acceptance coming on through from the roots to the fruits. Now, what's wild is over here, again, Malkuth is the root, coming on in and drawing the connection here. How do we bring it together, heaven and earth? How do we have the tangible effect of heaven and earth, heaven on earth, the two working together, making that third party called the whole big shiz-diz. All right, so we have 8 of Pentacles and the Empress coming on in, finally getting some traction and moving forward into the fruits that you desire to bring forward. 333, the progeny, the legacy. Some of you saying the delicacy, you're like those delicate matters, the subtle things, the subtle changes, like food that tastes like what it seems to be, things that really match up and line up somatically and bring in the ooh, the ah, the pleasure, the release factor on that vagal nerve. Okay, we're dissipating some Scorpio wrangling going on. Now, what's wild is that is often what can happen. Many are operating in the energy of the Empress and claiming it and beholding it, man or woman. The Empress is the one who is fecund. She brings forth these things, but it does cost your body, your soul, your system, your sun itself. And it brings it in for others. They were teaching me about the Empress is often a sign of the narcissistic, sociopathic dynamic that goes on. Like something out the window, that off-balance dynamic of unrequited, unreciprocated energy, love, those type of things. So the Chariot's quickly bringing in this transformation for your mind to be cleansed and cleared, that you can recognize your fruits. You can recognize your roots, your nature, your truth. And it's not like stiff arm, step off, you know, because who is that does that? Well, that's not our angel card that showed up here today. This is the one where we're able to see clearly in a true mirror. All right, Malchus like, get to the mirror, joy. Okay, so we're gonna step into this deck by Katrin Wells. Let's get a little clarity on this. Purifying the mind, seeing in the perfect mirror, turning back the hands of time where we can catch up with ourselves and get into harmony, into sequence, frequency, resonance, pleasure. Ooh, the Emperor and the Nine of Swords. Calming the nervous system. Being able to stand tall in the truth of who you are. This is the nature coming up through your feet. Some of you have been shortchanging yourself, playing small. That can be a symptom of being enslaved to a system like the karma, like the Chiron, like what we're coming on through here. And that makes your body begin to prepare and behave like this, all eyes, all the time. And that could be something that made you uncomfortable, creating that intense pressure, feeling like you're being watched, ridiculed, scrutinized, those type of things. But we're here to dust that out and get that cleared up so that you can have sweet sleep, that you can have peace in your home and in your heart. You get to have the glory and the cheerfulness and the somatic release where you had the oohs, the ahs, the ums, the wows, the woo-wee, those type of things, and the goldenness aura coming on through, your goldenness self, things that delight your soul, that satisfy and fulfill you. It's where it goes from the hopes, dreams, and fears into your truth, into your beauty, and into your life. I love it. And they're saying, ain't no stopping us now. Oh, no. Let's get a little, we gotta get one of these guys on it. Ooh, ascending and descending. It says full speed ahead. We're charging forward on this. So this is over the wheel and the Six of Wands. It's kind of like a Six of Swords, but it's cosmic. And it has to do with the ignition of your cells, them beginning to reproduce after their own kind, not after the training and conditioning that you had, so that your heart has a true and gentle, genuine awakening. I like that. Chop, chop. So we cutting the cords. Y'all see this? Watch. Choop, we're cutting the cords on that nasty cumbuggery. That's the Three of Swords, y'all, and it's one that you would never escape. And we're doing it on this of things never moving forward and being caught and left out in the cold, being trapped in that space, wondering like zombie apocalypse. All right, that might be fun to watch on TV, but that is not fun to live through your television. All right, so let's get over here and get a little more illumination. That's funny. Like, we're straight up cut through all this BS. We are in the Taurus North Node if you're showing up calendarically, and that is a lot of bullshit. All right. Now we have the Hierophant. I love this one. This is one that is fresh and new, positioned to grow. Moving from the Emperor, when you begin to know yourself, you begin to grow yourself. Ooh. All right, tell it like it is. And you begin to see yourself clearly in what was once double vision, making you think that you had the advantage, you were putting someone else at the disadvantage, and it made that thing teeter and totter and cause you to question and judge yourself. It could lead to guilt, shame, duty, obligation, those type of things. So that is what is being washed out by this card. And it's taking the moon that is growing and delighting and moving it into fullness, into the radiance, knowing that the sun falls softly upon you where you can see and you can learn without being burned. It's not like, get it right or you're going to be punished. Get it right or you fail. Get it right. No. There is no implication like that. This is wisdom. Wisdom comes in 0909. I love that. Closing it out with wisdom and bringing us into the fullness of the truth of what we know. Doing away with the vines that once choked out your tree of knowledge, of knowing yourself, things that lived off of your stature, your beauty, your growth and development, but you couldn't see it. It was clouded and it was covered, and it was, it was dismal and it was dank and it was sad, friend. But here we have wisdom itself teaching you, and it's going to feel innate to who you are. It's going to feel heavenly in your body. Now, there might be a little clash and conflict going on between you and the world around you. Like, what is this? Am I crazy? Should I stop? Jove, Jupiter, Julie, Anna, Thor, and Thursday are stepping forward saying, That's the energy of moving past the stagnation, getting it going and flowing again. So kind of like if you haven't run water in a house for a long time and it's an older house, you turn those pipes back on, they start to rattle and rumble and you can hear the whole house shake. But it's not going to shake as such that it destroys your foundation. It's the pipes themselves, okay? So it's talking about your heart here. So let us know about the heart. Let's get into a bit of a, we're going to get in the soul picture. Yeah, let's get in the soul picture of your heart here about this beautiful new opportunity to learn and grow. It's everlasting. It is evergreen. It's happening whether you know it or not. It's restoring you to your nature, your divine nature. And it's one that is pure and trustworthy. Why? Because it is you. It says, let chance play its creative role in your life. Some of you, that might be mind-blowing. For others, it is putting it all in place. So let's find out about Aries and the collective here. Ooh, we got double for your trouble, friend. Reward. We have the 7, the return of your energy. It's going to return with interest. It's going to return 1111 in that perfect mirror and this awakening, uprising power. Not like, see, they got theirs and I got mine. No, it's literally going to be like, da, 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 like clean slate. No holds barred, moving totally forward without any of the residue or the implication of that, claiming the wisdom. Oh, that's right. They were talking about gain for your pain. So in order to get the gain, you got to exchange the pain, and you're like, will do, Joy, will do. So epoch, pause in your journey. That's taking time to reflect and to gather yourself, not to gain all the solutions, all the answers, all the questions. That's the productivity model of thinking how we grew up in school, that you need to check these boxes and do these sort of things in order to progress and move forward. This is a different type of energy, as you can see, because that's why Ramp is turning back the hands of time, moving us from that linear progression, which is space and time, which is the ultimate trap, and bringing it into this completion, into this revolution, a way to love yourself. So when we take that little bit of time to ease off, to ease up, to ease back, to rest, to relax, to reflect, we just allow ourselves to sit there and sit in that quiet space, and our mind, our soul, ourself, or Ramp, the angel of time, to begin to bring those things to our mind and ask ourselves, instead of telling ourselves, hey, what's that about? What did we learn from this? What do we need to know from this? What was our experience in that? And not trying to write a paragraph or a full paper and a rough draft and everything else. You just listen for what rises up from within. Because see, your heart's already been liberated from this stone, from that stagnation, from the Medusa prison, from the being rejected at birth, like Chiron was, okay? And it starts to bring in this thing that cleans up your mind matter. That means the space around your head and your body, everywhere that your arms and legs could stretch out. So what you might do is lay down on the floor of your bed and make a little air snow angel thing going on, and imagine clearing your space around you and then just sitting there quietly. You can sit back up, you can move around, but energetically you've cleansed your cosmic egg, right? And that, oh, I love it. It's going in order. Step in time. We got that great 8 coming on in. Yonya. Everything in perfect balance. No more being torn apart, or the sacrificial lamb, the 7 of swords, which isn't always self-sabotage, okay? It can be self-sacrifice, which is what has been showing up strongly at this channel.
That was easy.
Go easy on yourself, my friend. If you're having to pay prices, you're not even fully aware of what's going on underneath. So that's why they're encouraging the reflection first, the resting first, the clearing of your energy, maybe a little bit of breath work. And that doesn't mean you have to follow formulas. That just means consciously breathing. And if you have pressure, that's a good way to release it, is you breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth, because it releases more than you intake. And if you just are needing to calm your mind, you would breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. Okay, friend? All right, so let's get a tea leaf. See right here what we got. to wrap this up for Aries, the Chiron read, as well as all of our viewers here at the channel. So, Elephant was willing to show itself. So we're going to start there. A long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. Well, friend, you're at the end. And as we know, every ending is a new beginning. Here you are being restored. Wisdom has cleared away the things that have choked you out, your pleasure, your happiness, cleared away by the light of day. It's dawning, day or night. It's coming to light. All right. Being crowned with wisdom, and that overturns the carrot, opportunity or windfall. Why? Because look, this is your roots, friend. No more empressing, see, for others. This is like after like. This is your star, your dreams, your desires coming forward. Can you see these roots? Look at what the fruit is. It's you. See? All right. And carrots also represent some jewelry, some gold, those type of things. Let the carrots come on in and find you without that guilt, shame, or judgment, okay? And then that dislodge this. We're going to have some illumination on what your nervous system has been taxing you on. The tiger, doing something risky and taking a chance. That means when you're in a state of stress, everything feels like a test. It feels risky. It feels like you're taking a chance. Do I do a this or a that? Remember this double vision that we were in? So that's what they're doing here, is clearing out that old energy in your body. And maybe even just take a moment to breathe while you're in the midst of it and ask yourself, well, what really is the truth about this decision? Why am I feeling afraid? Okay? And then that begins to untangle the mess right there and start identifying yourself. Ooh, and it helps you hit your bullseye. And I love it because look, that is right on time, right over the wheel. And I love it because it is perpendicular, just like these eyes are. Perpendicular is what gives us perspective to progress, how to move forward, and it creates the depth. It lifts the gravity of the situation and it brings it into lightheartedness. Ooh, somebody's moving on into a whole new world. Key, successful outcome to your problem. I would say outcome from the problem, for you are not a problem, nor have you ever been, right? You are saltwater, friend. That is called a solution. You are the solution to everything you are here for. That's why the community post I put the other day said, you've already won the victory. It's already here. It is yours. Okay, friend, here I am celebrating you. If you're still here, smash, tap, tickle the like, share, and subscribe and help this channel rise to the top. Jump on this joy train and join us here. Also, leave some comments and compliments down below for me, yourself, whoever. I just want to know who's on the other side of this lens so we can connect. All right, friend, stop by. You can check out the whole zodiac, maybe even some Leo. Maybe even go back and check the few that came before this. No, I love you. Bye.